Mga Barika! Welcome to a new episode of Let's Talk Taíno. I'm Priscilla Colon, co-founder and creative here at Taíno, where our mission is to promote the Taíno language and culture. Before we begin, I'd love for you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel and click on those notifications. You'll stay in the know, you'll receive the latest episodes, and you're going to help us reach viewers just like you who want to learn more about the Taíno language and culture. We also have some exciting news. Casarito is now on Etsy. Visit our shop to see handmade jewelry based on actual archeological finds. You'll also see original artwork made by yours truly. All of the proceeds will go to help with the projects that we have in store for you to help raise awareness and continue delivering these free lessons for all of you to learn. Bomatum! Thank you for your generosity. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the plant's life cycle, starting from when it's a little seed all the way until it's a full-grown plant. We're going to learn lots of new Taíno words along the way. So let's get started. All plants begin with something that you see on the screen. In Taíno, that word is awaya. Can you guess what awaya means in Taíno? Correct! Awaya means seed. That is the first step in the plant's life cycle. Next, the plant grows something deep underground. In Taíno, that word is macaguaro. Can you guess what macaguaro means in Taíno? That's right! Macaguaro means root. That is the next step in the plant's life cycle. It's super interesting that plants must develop roots underground before they can grow above ground. I hope that is what we're doing here. We're developing our Taíno roots before we can bloom above ground. Now let's take a look at the next step in the plant's life cycle. The plant then grows a yabehuk. You can see it on the screen. What do you think yabehuk means in Taíno? Correct! Yabehuk means stem. That's the next step in the plant's life cycle. Now, let's see what comes next. Next, the plant will grow apanaya. What do you think apanaya means in Taíno? Take a good look at that picture. That's right! Apanaya means leaf in Taíno. As you know, apanaya nagu, the leaves, are going to use the sun's energy, that is the energy from Gui, sun, to make food for the plant. Now that this beautiful object has its roots, stems, and leaves, we're going to call it yamatibi. What do you think yamatibi means in Taíno? Yes, it means plant. Now the yamatibi nagu, the plants, are going to grow something special. It's going to help them propagate. That means to create more of themselves. Let's take a look at the next step in the plant's life cycle. The next step in the plant's life cycle is ana. And you've seen this word before. Do you remember what ana means in Taíno? Correct! Ana means flower. And flowers have anapana. You can see I'm pointing to one anapana on the screen. Can you guess what anapana means in Taíno? That's right. Anapana means petal. Ana, nagu, flowers are an important part of the plant's life cycle. Without them, plants really can't propagate, that is, to grow more of themselves. The flowers have something called pollen, and that pollen needs to be mixed with other pollen in order to make new flowers. They attract pollinators, that is, insects and birds that move that pollen from flower to flower. How do they attract them? A long time ago, it was believed that pollinators were attracted to the aroma or scent of the flowers, or maybe their bright colors. But that's not true. Scientists have discovered that flowers are sending electrical signals. They're speaking to insects and birds, letting them know when they're full of pollen and ready to be pollinated. When the birds or the insects come and their pollen is depleted, that is, that it goes away, it's gone, they also change their electrical signals, letting pollinators know, oops, too bad, the shop is empty. Isn't that so cool? Plants are actually speaking, talking to insects and birds and letting them know when they're ready. Now, that is fabulous. We may not hear them, but they're actually talking. Now, let's take a look at that last step in the plant's life cycle. Many plants that produce flowers also produce liren. You've also learned this word before. Do you remember what liren means in Taíno? Correct! Liren means fruit. And that is the last step in the plant's life cycle. Now, it's called a cycle or circle because with the fruit, the whole cycle starts again because, of course, the fruit produced the seeds, awayanagu. Wasn't that an amazing episode? We learned so many new Taíno vocabulary words while we reviewed the plant's life cycle. Now, before we leave, let's review one more time everything we learned today. Awaya, seed. Yabehuk, stem. Macaguaro, root. Apanaya, leaf. Yamatibi, plant. Ana, flower. Anapana, petal. Liren, fruit. Thank you as always for taking the time to be here with me week after week, learning about the Taíno language and culture. I know it's hard sometimes, but I also know that together we can bring back Taíno. When you get the chance, take a look at casareito.com, our website, where you're going to find so many resources on the Taíno language, including our kids' books that help kids learn a little bit about the language and the culture and help them reconnect with Mother Earth. You'll also find other books that we recommend, and Taíno Naiki for Beginners, the first digital language learning course for the Taíno language. You'll get to try the first 4 units, which are ready to go for you, so you learn about vocabulary, culture, and so much more. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our newsletter to stay in the know. You'll be the first to know about new episodes, events, and so much more. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay in the know. In the meantime, tay karaya guaitiao nagu.